rants. No advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow. That knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence. Know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all. The wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Moran's Rants. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Moran's Rants. 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 Welcome to Moran's Rants.
Whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Is the song over? Said thank you for watching. What in the world did that come from? Thank you. Goodness gracious. Anyway, yeah, a couple of milestones today. 43. Oh my God, my light's not on. Hold on. It's on. Thank you. Oh, what a show. What a show I have in front of you guys today. Plenty of good information, a whole lot of motivation, a little bit of stimulation. And there's no relaxation. What did they just say right on the chat? They said, if you watch, what was his name? Dick Newton, Richard Newton, or Jeremy. You know how many people text me, you should do a show with Jeremy. For what? We're going to talk about shit I talked about 4 years ago? God, get out of here. Don't worry. The measurement of envy or whatever, the measurement of other people is envy or something. I don't even know. Not me. Bro, you know, there was this new thing. I don't know, Jeremy. I don't know if you're aware. I want to enlighten you. I know you're watching. Don't worry. Jeremy, Tony De Niro, and Houston Wade, and who else? Richard Newton. There's this new study that just came out. I don't know if you know about it, but they said there was a DNA analysis, and I'm sorry if this is crude, but it's my birthday, that Adolf Hitler had some genetic disorder that caused him to have a micro penis. So I'm wondering if you four all shared the same DNA makeup. But no, it's okay. It's not that you guys are related or anything. I'm just saying, how do they tell this shit by the blood? I mean, I can tell just by looking and listening. You know, there it is. 43, like I said, my birthday. I get to say what I want. Happy birthday to me and my bro. Hey, I texted my bro today. I actually hit him up while he was live. I said, happy birthday, bro. He said, who the F said happy birthday to me? Get out of here. Like, I don't know. Who pissed in his Cheerios? It's okay. The truth is, guys, 43 just happens to be the amount of days that the government was shut down. Shocker. So we'll get all this data. It's going to come out to you again. All the data that's missing from September and October, November when it gets here, and then guess what's going to happen? Oh, what happened to our economy? What happened to our jobs market? The same jobs market that announced today that Verizon was going to do the largest amount of layoffs they've ever done. Telecommunications company, the biggest. You know, when I hear companies laying off 15,000 employees, my mind goes bonkers. Like, I'm just like, what? Whoa. Do you know how many employees that is? How many hiring? How many severance packages? How many lunch breaks not violated? I don't know. Liability issues. It's crazy out here. But I'm paying attention to the markets. I'm paying attention to GameStop. We'll go over value for these great markets. Hey, GameStop 28 intra-year low on my birthday. Now, I didn't splash. I didn't give myself a gift. No. I did $22. Or maybe it was 21. I don't know how many dollars but that's all guys, $21. I'm good. 21. Is that book physical or is there digital copies? Hulk Hogan, there are digital copies coming for you. I am fixing a little bit of stuff in here. This is a good print though. You guys want to hear some of this? Like, I'm going to read this for you. I'm going to read this to you, okay? Just so you guys can see the page, okay? Just so you guys can see it. Like, this is so true right now. You guys, this is a book. It's called Connect the Dots by Moran's Rants, yours truly. Don't hate the player. And if you understand that, it's not a Bill Bellamy players ball or anything like that. I'm going to read to you after the dedication page. I'm going to read to you the forward, and it says to you, "You've been sold a lie, so clean, so polished, and well orchestrated, you don't even notice that you're choking on it. They tell you that the capitalism is a game of creative destruction, while only the fittest survive. But that's the bedtime story Wall Street tells, so the public doesn't riot. The truth is darker. The financial system isn't broken. It is being operated exactly as intended. This is a systematic engineered attack on publicly traded companies, and this book lays out the playbook." All right. So I think this book is going to tell you everything Connect the Dots has been doing. The whole system, the whole damn war revolves around debt. Was that debt being weaponized? And the central crime is the leverage buyout, which is an LBO. This is where private equity firms like Apollo, KKR, and Blackstone acquire a target company primarily with borrowed money, then immediately strap them with massive debt load onto the target balance sheet, turning a good business into one with a bad balance sheet on purpose. This debt creates a distressed credit cycle where the same firms profit, lending back. Oh, this is so good. Sometimes reaching 13, 12%. Oh, yeah. This goes all the way back to the playbook of Drexel Burnham Lambert. The whole deal. Oh, this book's amazing. No, it's amazing, guys. Wait till you get through it. You know what's my favorite chapter in this whole book? I want to say it was 13 or 15. It's one of them, chapter 13 or 15, something like that, because we talk about Circuit City. We talk about all that, but the main one was the fight back, right? I got to find it right there. 14, the uprising. Oh, it's not the uprising. It's 15. I know it's chapter 15. Oh, man, been going through this damn thing. Okay, 15 right there. And it's called, I'll tell you, watch, when you get the book, just skip all the way to page 110. And it's called right here. Look at this. Boom. The Counterattack. Ryan Cohen. Oh, Ryan Cohen cleans house. Enter the activists. While retail investors were getting robbed on January 28th, another player was watching very carefully, Ryan Cohen. Cohen wasn't some Reddit trader gambling his stimulus check. He was the founder of Chewy, the online pet supply company, and he's built from scratch and sold PetSmart for $3.35 billion, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it tells the whole story about GameStop, the true story about GameStop. I tell you, I can't get enough of this. I can't get enough of this damn book. Oh, man, I did all that. All those videos, all that time. Hey, people are making YouTube channels now. They're talking about, they're finally talking about the subjects. How did you know, Marantz? I don't know. I talked to some dudes. I met some guys. Once again, shout out to Trove for putting the whole idea together and making it come, making the dreams come true. Thank you. Have a round on me, youngin. Thanks for the years of support. Wow, thank you so much, Endgame. Appreciate that. I will. Republicans are smiling ear to ear because they did a release of data and it would be bad, really bad. Yeah, if they did release the data, yeah, absolutely. We know that part. 20 free memberships for the channel, guys. Michael Venuti doing his duty. Oh, my God. Gabriel got one. Shout out to Gabriel, my guy. Don't read it all. Congrats, dude. PH, I know, man. When and where can we get our hands on the book? Hulk Hogan, myself, and Trove have a meeting tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to meet up tomorrow. We're going to talk about the fine-tuning of the book. We're editing it. We're going through. He showed me where he wants to start at. I think it was like page 49. We're going to relay out some things. We'll get through it, and I'll really dive into it. Once we get it up and running, just so that we're clear for the whole channel, I will have a link on our website. By the way, cheers to Venuti for scoring some Phantasma Flames today at GameStop. Yeah, somebody said that to me. Somebody told me Phantasma Flames. I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about. And then, so this is why I couldn't figure out why people were spending the night at GameStop last night. But this was why. Because it was a new set. And we're going to talk about it. We could talk about it a little bit, about what we did. But there you go. Derek, thank you so much, man. I had bumper stickers to hand out last night. I still got to get back to you, Derek, on the package that you want me to sign, send you back some stuff. I get it. I'm just so busy. To give you guys a rundown of my night tonight, I'm live with you right now for the next 2 hours, 2 hours. We're going out tonight, the wifey and I. I asked for ceviche for dinner. I'm very simple. I just want something like that. And because she makes the best ceviche in my lifetime. And then, let's see, go out dancing like we normally do. Not a big deal. Tomorrow, going to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship at Acrisure Arena. We have a local kid who's in the championships, but I'm going with a couple of guys, 4 guys to be exact. We're going to go out there and we're going to watch a fight, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these guys hurting each other, but they bought the ticket, not me. So I'll go there, and I'm going to do that tomorrow night. Probably go out, I don't know, after, sure. Celebrate my birthday all weekend. And on Sunday, I get to go hook up with my man, inking all day. My boy Ray, he's out there. He's going to go ahead and finish up. We're gonna do a little bit more to the sleeve. If you guys are not familiar, I'm building the sleeve here on my arm. I already have it say GameStop, but I think I'm going to get the 51 on it tomorrow. That's the plan. I want to get Team 51 underneath it, and then I want to keep designing as we go. So my whole left arm is for GameStop. It is for the channel. It is for you. Additionally, we might get a little action in there for some other stuff that I got to do. I don't know. I said, I want to put Marantz Rants on there. My wife goes, you don't put your own name on your arms. I said, what do you mean? I got a son named Marantz. Let's do that. Okay, anyway, back to you guys. We got plenty to talk about tonight. Listen, I know there's markets out there. We will talk about the charts. We will talk about how I think it's going. There's a Bitcoin issue right now. Bitcoin's all the way down in the dirt and pushing down markets, pushing down leverage. Of course, GameStop has to be down at $20.66 today. And why? Because the whole market's down, right? As the market gets pushed down, their collateral's gone. So what do they have to do? Push your price down. That's my assumption. But, I've been doing this for a very long time, watching it play out the way it has. Let's go to the websites first. First website we're going to go to is GameStop, GameStop.com. We'll go ahead and click on here for trading cards. Get an update. Last night it was 14,000 cards, 14,300. Today, 15,600. This is phenomenal, okay? If people think that we're carrying dead weight, we are not. It is the holiday season. It is a time of buying. And when your website has 15,000 cards to choose from, people will go in there and pick and choose what they want, when they want, and for how much they want. This inventory is an inventory that appreciates in value, and it doesn't depreciate. So this is what you want to do. And just so that we're clear, the 15,000, 14,200 are Pokemon cards. So if you understand the value of Pokemon cards and the nature of it, I think next year is going to be a real peak season because we are hitting the 30th anniversary of Pokemon next year. In addition to that, I know they launched a new set and some people got it, but there is a new Pokemon on the scene. If you do not know, Pikachu is getting a variant change for the first time in 20 years, 25 years. They're announcing a new Pikachu. I believe his name was Pokachu, somehow. I don't even know. He's going to be a ghost. He's a ghost. He's a see-through guy. So not to be confused with this new ghost snack. I don't know if you guys saw. Pepsi company came out and said they're going to do Doritos and Cheetos without color dye. They're going to call naked Doritos, naked Cheetos. I'm not eating them, but I'm just saying. I didn't know dyes really matter to me. When you eat chips, they're either good for you or they're not, and they're probably not. That's all I can tell you. Everything's I haven't met a chip that wasn't processed. I'm just taught it to you that way. So that's the website, guys. Over 15,000 cards. It's absolutely phenomenal. I do want to tell you that GameStop having the price point that it does at $20.66. I want to talk about that number for a very big reason. While you're sitting here, let me just go get my calculator while I'm here. So I have a calculator here, and the calculator tells me that GameStop has around $9.2 billion of investments. When you divide that by the 447 million shares, okay, that's a $20.58 cash per share position. $20.58 is cash. I am buying GameStop, the company, for their cash plus 12 cents. I mean, 8 cents. 8 cents. I'm not good at math. 8 cents. So today on a Friday, just so we're clear, you're buying GameStop shares for cash. I want to say that again. You are buying a company. When you buy GameStop shares, you are buying those shares for their cash position per share. That is ridiculous. I am asking America to find me another company that creates a profit of over $500 million a fiscal wrap a year. You generate $500 million of profits and show me that I'm paying cash for those shares. There's not another investment in the world. If you guys want to feel good about it, feel great about it. Let me explain something to you guys, because we've all buried our heads in the sand when it comes to a company like Palantir. You will see that the bulls of Palantir will come out and tell you, well, the value of the company is the value of the company. You know what dictates value? You know what dictates price on markets? Time horizon. That's all it ever is. All it ever is time horizon. It's, you know what, if I bought shares today on Palantir, how long would I hold them to make back the money I got? Well, sometimes people can't hold that long. And or they're looking for volatility. They're looking for a catch and a run. Here's why I compare the two. Because you can't tell someone that Palantir is not worth something. To them, it might be worth everything. Doesn't matter where they bought it. If they bought it at $5 3 years ago, 2 years ago, then it's a great investment, and they're happy, and they're sitting there talking about, we've got these returns that everybody wants. Okay, great. But if you bought it tomorrow at 175, you're going to hate it. It's all about where you get in, right? What startup or what IPO do you buy into and say, hold on, I got to see the earnings first to give me the projected totals of where they might be one day? Have you ever seen that? A new startup company, tech company, brick and mortar, wouldn't matter. You put money in, you go, you know what, it's going to make money. How about this? Most new businesses, most that start up, a restaurant, you're not going to make a return for 5 years, 3 years. People still invest, or else you wouldn't have any, right? Okay, cool. I got you. So here's my shout out to everyone that's in the investment world today. If you are in the investment world today, and thank you for the birthday wishes, I appreciate them so much, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But if you're in the investment world today, and you're going to invest money into a company, it better be GameStop, and only GameStop at this price. Everyone that's not in GameStop as an investor as of today, walk their happy ass over to a brokerage firm on Monday morning, get them to download an app, put in money, and buy it at that price. They're buying cash, and a company's tagging along with it. How in the hell are you not buying GameStop at $20.66? Guys, let me tell you something. I sound like a broken record. If you remember me from a year and a half ago when I was telling the world to buy GameStop at $10, and I did. I didn't buy nearly as much as I wanted to or that I could have. It was a tough time for me. I've had some tough years while investing into this stock. Oh, I'm just like you. 2022, I didn't buy more than $400. And I was trying. I'm trying to get some money into it, but I couldn't. I didn't have it. But 2023 came and I was able to push a little bit more. 2024 came and I was able to push a little more. 2025 has been a banner year for me. It's not that I'm infinitely wealthy or anything like that. No, I've hit it at the right time. I have Ryan Cohen buying power right now where I'm like, okay, I'm buying in at these prices like Roaring Kitty where I'm $23 cost average. You're buying $20 stocks? We're buying $20, guys? That's the cash value. Okay, let's get back to it. So do you think GameStop's going to be worth $20 a share after next year? How much improvement do you think they're going to have? How much value are they going to have? This is why you invest in the companies. You invest in companies. Remember what I told you? Time horizon. So if I bought today, where's it headed? To the moon. To the moon. Every share I buy today at $20 is going to be $40 tomorrow. It will be. I know it will be. I understand it. But there's this thing. It's about call to action, okay? I want you guys to know that if you're a business owner out there, pay attention. All you guys who run businesses, who own businesses, this is a marketing hour. I called this show The Factor, okay? Two things come into play when you think about the factor, and I'll explain it from the bottom of it all, okay? In the world of marketing, you need to know your factor. A lot of people know what this means. It's all about how many times does that phone have to ring for you to make these amount of dollars versus what you'll get off of revenue, right? Very easy ratio to find out. I've got to make the phone ring 200 times. I got to pick up these 200 phone calls, and I'll probably close 40 of them. Boom, whatever. It's the rule of game. Everybody talks this way. And they all talk it, and it's so hard to do it, right? Where grassroots will go door to door, will knock, or do they go door to door and just hang out flyers? You get better results when you knock and you talk. It's very hard to do. time consuming, but do your best. Now, here's the thing. Here's why I talk about the factor. The factor is correlated and or it's in sync. It's in step with what you do marketing wise. So, like when you turn the volume on, let me turn the volume on. When you turn up the marketing dollars, there's a factor. It's like this, if I do this, then I know I'm going to get this much foot traffic, these many impressions. It's how you gauge things. You might try print only. You might try radio only. You might try billboards only. You might try internet only. Oh, you might try Google ads only. You might try the internet and your organic post. However you want to do it. I've got an SEO specialist going to break down the backlinks, the metadata. We're going to have some true connectivity here. That's GameStop. Pay attention to the factor that is GameStop. GameStop only posts socially, and it's organic. Minimal Google ads, minimal spreading on the actual marketing itself. You know why, guys? Because when you turn up the knob, and there's a factor involved, you might just wipe out those 15,000 cards. Those 15,000 PSA graded cards? Hey, by the way, we clean the slate every quarter and we sell physical power packs where the demand is monstrous for Christmas. Maybe we have all these cards on hand for physical power packs right before Christmas starts. GameStop has been known to be able to push them out that way. But you know what else? And when we think about the factor in running a business, is there's a percentage here, and it's 97.3. 97% versus the 3. Hey, we got a discount on PSA graded cards. And matter of fact, we actually have a website called Power Packs, and you can go in there and get them. 3% of shoppers are going to call to action, make it happen, click through, get in the beta, boom, everybody's going to do it. 3% of them will do this. The other 97 won't. Nope, not at all. Because they want to see data. They want to see info. Oh, let me read up on that. Let me see what it's all about. Let me look up some reviews. You ever seen people reviews? I got to see the Google reviews. I got to figure this out. They're not impulsive. They're not reactionary. That's 97% of all people. 3%? Let's do it. I'm a gamer. Matter of fact, we had a guy in here who used to just go crazy for Atlanta Braves cards. Every Atlanta Braves cards, he said, I'm going to buy every Atlanta Brave. That's the 3%. The 97% say, well, let me look up the value of these cards that are selling. Let me compare them. Let me go to Google. Let me figure it out. Let me go to eBay. Let me see what they're selling for. Oh, that looks like a really good value. Let me do that. So what you have to do is you have to condition your shopper to get them from listen, we're going to get to the same spot. The 3%ers are already there. Boom, they're making their transactions, and the 97%ers are going to get there too. They just need more time. They need to be able to walk this alley all the way up. You're going to walk them there. You're going to give more info. You're going to post a little more. Maybe we connect with an influencer, and he starts showing channel how to do it. This is in all facets of business. There's always somebody who says, yeah, I need that. Well, that's the 3%. The 97% is what did you say? Oh, I'll check that out. Yeah, I'll look at it. Mark Vadden spoke on that. He said there's no other option but to meet the crazy demand that came after the marketing uptick. There you go. There you go. And you know what's the best part about that? Like when you guys really think about it, like you turn the volume up and you have this factor, you have to start thinking about, like in GameStop's case, like if you guys don't know, like I've been doing this whole crowdsourcing thing for them because I followed in real time. So a year ago, we only had X amount of cards on the website, 4,000 at the most, 2,000, 1,000. But that was without the factor. We didn't put into play. Remember I tell you my baking story? What I never factor into you guys is, like when we start doing that math, okay, we own a bakery. How many pies can we make? How many pies can we sell? Well, how many can we make? Because before we say we're going to make 15,000 pies, and we're going to sell them, or we're going to try to sell them to all these people, we got to have ovens. We We got to have all the ovens in the world to make them. Before that, we also have to have all the bakers in the world to make it. Now we can sell. Remember, backwards on the linear line, right? We have the linear line of business. Remember, I tell you at the very end is production. Then you have your your administrative. Then you have your sales and your marketing. Well, guess what? We're at the production right now. That's the first one you want to do. And we made this website, and we have all these cars. We're ready to go. And we did the admin to do it. We hired for it. We categorized it. We really have all the websites built up. We got everything worked out. Now we got the sales site. Everybody's selling it. Now here comes the marketing. Oh, it's beautiful. Turn up that factor. Turn up that volume. That's what GameStop is doing today. So I just wanted to let you guys know as you look at the website and look at the company, it's a whole nother world. That Goblin streamer has been pumping power packs after he got featured. Yeah, Anthony, you know, some people, and thank you, Shane, I appreciate that. Some people will gravitate towards whatever GameStop's doing. You know, they're getting a little bit of feed, they're getting a little bit of touch. That's cool. Cool for them. I'm happy for them. I really am. Are they GameStop investors? Do they understand private equity? Do they understand Ryan? Do they understand the vision, the bigger picture? Probably not. A lot of people probably don't. A lot of people are looking for the benefits of them now in the current. So if people were to buy, like I had a friend of mine, they bought GameStop at $21, $21.50, $21.60, and I said that's a great price. And they poured in $120. That's it, $120. And they had bought like 6 shares. Came to me today and goes, "Oh man, I'm down. I'm down on that investment." I go, "You're down? What are you talking about?" "It's down to $20.50. Like what do I do?" And I go, "Are you kidding right now? You go buy more. Did you like it at 21? Good. You're gonna love it at 20. That's what I'm doing. The fundamentals will speak for me later. Markets will find a way to sort itself out. I'm okay. I'm going to give you guys something to play off of. You know, everyone's talking about that headline about SoftBank. SoftBank comes out. If you guys are not familiar, SoftBank is actually run, I think it's by Japan. Am I correct on this? It's a Japanese run company now? Yeah, it is. So SoftBank's Japan, and they had an NVIDIA position that they sold for $5 billion. Everybody's talking about it. Hey, they sold every single share. Matt, you're the Braves guy? There you go, Matt. You're my guy. Matt doesn't care where the Braves price is. He's my 3% guy. He's the guy. He's the 3%er. He's just action, bro. It's there. I don't care the price. Mine. Hey, plumbers love you, dude. Matt, plumbers love you. I got a leak. Could you imagine? You're the other guy. We need a plumber. But hold on. I got to do my research. I got to do my homework. We got to find out who's the most reputable one. What do they offer? Oh, yeah, they'll come anytime. Cool. They're going to charge me overtime? No. They're local, huh? Oh, man. Let's try them out. Let's give them a call. 97% of people, that's what they do. 3% are Matt. GameStop won't stop, can't stop. I just bought my first Japanese Charizard. Congratulations. Anyway, back to SoftBank. So SoftBank comes out and says they sold all their NVIDIA shares. Okay, $5 billion worth. Everybody's like, man, they're out. They made all this money and they're gone. Did you know SoftBank sold their NVIDIA position in 2019? All right, Tito, calm down. In 2019, they sold all their NVIDIA shares and then bought back in later. If they wouldn't have sold their shares in 2019, I just want to make this very clear. They would have made 200, I believe the number is 210, 220. $220 billion if they never sold. But they did. And then they bought back in to catch the run. You see, investors that believe in their investments, you can make a lot of money if you ride out that storm with the right leadership team, with the right value. I'm buying GameStop at 20 today. My cost average is 20. Oh, you know what? Why are we talking? Why aren't we showing? Hey, page out the old book there, huh? Here we go. Down. Marantz is down. $7,388. God, I'm a bag holder. Lord, help me. Somebody pick me up off the ground. If I were to sell my position today, I'd have $48,000. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with $1. It is my birthday. It is. And on my birthday, I am sitting on $56,000 worth of GameStop at a cost average of $23.80. And the stock price is $20.66. GameStop is a $20 and 50, what did I say, 58? $20.58 cash per share. And that is the price of the stock at $20.66. I am laughing at you, Wall Street. I am laughing at you, any analyst that wants to tell me I'm wrong about this investment. There is no way on God's green earth that GameStop is worth $9 billion. It's not possible. How many warrants exist out there? I know people want to talk about the warrants not being delivered. Don't give a shit about markets. Don't care about plumbing. Don't want to hear about the manipulation. I don't care. Those warrants are worth dollars to someone. Preferably you. But what do I know? As I was watching this morning, because I'm on my drive in, and there was a YouTuber called Nobody Special Finance. You know he's Nobody Special. He's a good guy. He really is a good guy, and he talks about a lot. And he was saying that the bond markets were rejecting AI. They're rejecting data center build out. And that's phenomenal to me. That's funny to me. Because that means that people are saying they're going to make X amount of dollars, and then they're going to the bond market to borrow money, and they're getting rejected. Yet GameStop, who has no AI footprint, is getting $4 billion at 0% coupon. 0% interest on $4 billion off of a lifeline of anywhere from 5 to 7 years. And GameStop gets $4 billion worth. Added on the 10%, so the 4.2 turns into 4.6 billion. If you're not familiar with the warrant structure and the layout and the payout. GameStop's almost at $5 billion worth of bonds. And you're telling me that nobody on Wall Street is getting data center builds out. Why is that? Are we finally coming to the realization that they don't make money? They all claim they're going to make some money. They're going to rent out their data centers. They're going to build. I think Oracle's the playbook on this one. Oracle's showing you that they don't make any money, or a minimal amount. So I think we're hitting this dead on the head here, guys. A recession is prime. But if it's not a recession, if they don't want to call it a recession, they want to hold up the economy, that's fine. But you're still going to have some companies melting in real time, melting on thin ice, and it's not going to look good for you. Now, with all the job numbers in the world that are coming out, if you guys are paying attention, and I know we did Verizon, and I know we did all the mega tech companies, the one that shook me the most, because it was ignorance at its finest, was Starbucks. Starbucks comes out and says that they're going to go on strike, their employees, because they are rejecting a $2 raise. 2% raise, I apologize. A 2% raise they are rejecting. Okay, I'm okay with rejecting 2% raise. But to come out, and the unions that are based there at Starbucks, to come out and say that they're going to go on strike, I believe there was a 65 stores in 30 cities or something to that effect. 65 Starbucks are going on strike. Wild guess, anybody? How many Starbucks exist in the world? 17,000. All right. You're really going to get them with those 65 that are going on strike. Starbucks is losing it. They're absolutely losing it. So I'll leave it there. There was a report of an AI hack, or hack via AI, Anthropic. Cool. They're using AI to hack people. They hack themselves. I don't know. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Envoy. Ah, man, you guys are brilliant. You guys are dead on. You know, I don't have time to, I know I got 1,000 messages. Hey guys, when I tell you I got 1,000 messages, I got 1,000 messages for happy birthday. Thank you. I can't reply back to all of you. I can't. Trust me. I looked at my phone in disgust. I just went like this. I go, Not in a bad way. Like in a, I can't reply to all these people. It's not even possible. I tried though. Like I'll give you a number that doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Like, are you guys familiar with these hemp alternatives? Do you guys know what that is? It's any like THC product that has like 0.03% of whatever. I don't even care. You know, I don't do any of this crap. But the guys came out and they go, oh, they've been banned in 38 states and you know all this stuff. So the regulation got cut back, by the way, recently. And then somebody comes out and argues on the Hill and they go, yeah, it's going to affect 300,000 employees. I was like, where? Like it blows my mind when people tell me there's this many unemployed people or there's this many people of whatever on disability or this many people on Social Security or whatever. Blows my mind because the working class is not as big as you might think it is. That's why when I hear layoffs in the thousands or the hundreds of thousands, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for all the right guys. Let me tell you, there are 300 million Americans, half of whom are children, if not more than half, 150 million Americans. So then you go 150 working class Americans, right? Cut that number in half of able-bodied, not disabled, not retired. So we're looking at 75 million Americans. Then you cut that number in half and you go 37.5 because part-time and gigging and whatever else they're doing. So we're really just talking about 37, 38 million people working full-time in the country. Now, I'm being dead serious right now. Easy math. How in the hell is this possible? We're laying off all these people and it's not affecting the number? Nah. I'll look at private payrolls. I'll look at the public payrolls. I'll look at it all when the numbers come out. 18,000 stores and Starbucks in the U.S., over 40,000 worldwide. The union is a problem for them, for sure. Happy birthday. Yeah. I don't think it's 40,000 in worldwide. That's crazy, dude. I was just like, But, you know, what can I do? I actually got to take off my socks, bro. My feet got to breathe right now. You guys ever work all day and your feet just can't breathe? Oh, hold on. I don't care. I live my life. The reason why I'm taking off my socks, just so we're clear, Hulk Hogan, don't get excited. Hulk Hogan already, like, he's a toe man. He's a foot man. So here's the thing. Because I don't know if you guys have seen that new Apple product coming out. It's called the Apple Sock or the iPhone Sock. I don't know if you guys saw it. Please. Tony De Niro's going to have one. Jeremy's going to have one. They're going to be holding hands, walking with them. Holy shit. The price is crazy. The price is $149 and $230. It's called the Apple Sock. Something like that. I don't know. iPhone Sock. Gross, guys. Absolutely gross when you see it. That's just what. Yeah, the Apple Sock. Go check it out, guys. Google it. I don't care. Yeah, if I ever see you with one, any of you, Team 51, you dudes, card revoked, gone. I can't have it. Not at all. I was checking out the expenses for the Department of War. You know, my boy Donnie. Oh man, I can't even deal with this dude right now. Donald Trump renames the Gulf of America. Cool. Awesome, Donnie. The Department of War, formerly known as the Department of Defense, which I don't... The mentality? Okay, bro. I'll talk about that in a minute, Wholesome. It's on my list of shit to talk about. They're estimating that the Department of War is going to cost $2 billion just for the name change. From placards to buildings to paperwork to digital, $2 billion. Because you got this eternal ego that you got to pay for it. I just... Remember when I told you leaders come in and they change shit just to change it? And they do that just so they can have an imprint on something and it's not really needed? That's Donnie. That's Donnie. iPhone Pocket. It's a sock for your iPhone. Oh, you saw the picture now? Yeah, endgame. Absolutely embarrassing. All right. So, I want to do something for you guys because I did get asked this question. Some of you guys see all the comments in my videos. I don't know if you guys read them. And the guy said for me to... He said, you need to run. Now's the time to run from GameStop. So when it comes to investing, when it comes to professional life, when it comes to personal life, when it comes to everything I do, just so that we're clear, give you a clear view, a snapshot per se, I start at the end. I start at the end because I give myself like a roadmap. I call it a plan. I give myself a plan and then I work the plan. But I give myself the end. So if I said, you know what? The end is this channel is going to be successful. We're going to be in a movie. We're going to be in Netflix. We're going to have a book. We're going to have $1 million worth of GameStop. We're going to live life. We're going to do our thing. That's all the end, right? Okay, so how am I going to get there? Same thing in business. So when people try to tell you value for GameStop and they're telling you it's worth cash, okay, I got you. Let's do the snapshot today. It's November 14th, 2025. My 43rd birthday. Let's do the snapshot today. I don't need the snapshot from last year or the year before, because I understand. But I'm showing you now that if you don't wake up on Monday and you don't buy another share, or you don't wake up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next week after that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think we're closed on Thanksgiving. So, boom. If you're not taking this opportunity to capture what you can, then you're not looking at the viewpoint of I start at the end. I know where I want to be headed. I know where I want to go versus the snapshot that is today. Let's do the snapshot. GameStop, a $4 billion sales company. $4 billion. Market cap, 2x times its sales. The profit, we're looking at a 23 PE ratio on profit at the given price. The most fair value you'll ever see in your lifetime. Book value trading at 2x book. A little less than 2x book if I really do my math. Yeah, absolutely. Less than 2 times book. On a market that is normally 5 to 6 times book like it is today, on a market where PEs are anywhere from 40 to 90, if you go Palantir, 500. So that's the snapshot of today. Today, GameStop is given fair value when a market that is extended beyond belief. Now, here's the problem. If you've been invested into this company and you've seen it progress and get better and better and better, you ask yourself, why hasn't Wall Street? If this were a startup right now at $20, the best price you ever saw in your life, I'm getting cash. Cash per share is $20. I'm buying it for $20. It already makes a profit. It makes a profit, gorgeous profit. Where's it going to be at the end of your investment cycle? I want to be S&P 500. I want to be, a $100 billion company. I want to be a $200 billion company. Cool. Then we're not talking about selling at 40. For every $10 billion, let's just put this out there right now. For every $10 billion that GameStop is worth, it's $20 to the share price. So if GameStop's worth $10 billion right now, ballparking the number, it's only worth $20 a share. If it's worth $50 billion, what's it worth? $100 a share. Simple math. Based off the share count. Simple math. But factor in the cash, factor in you, factor in the margins, factor in Pokemon, factor in Grand Theft Auto, factor in a new console cycle, factor in everything you do. Best investment you're ever going to make. I posted an article today that said Wall Street says fair value is anywhere from $7 to $1,080. Yeah, let's shoot in the middle. Wall Street doesn't know what to say here. That's why analysts don't cover it. But I want that snapshot for you. I don't want you to say, and you know why, guys? You know why I do it this way? Because I found in business, like you guys type into the chat. Watch this. I'll do it for you right now. Watch this. You go to the chat, right? And I want you guys to type in what you think a great starting pay per hour for an entry-level worker is. In your state, your county, your city. Be respectful. Don't be ridiculous. Like, go ahead. What's the great starting pay for someone who is starting their job for the first time, type it into the chat and tell me what you think a new employee is worth. Anybody can type in a number, and I'm going to show you something. Boom, 18 bucks, 16, 30. What industry? See, Chris, great question. Great question, Chris. $20, $15. Huh. But this is my point. My point is that society tells you this is what you're worth. You don't get to go in and say, no, I'm not worth that. I'm worth this. Because in the world of comparing, you get what I'm telling you? We're always comparing. Well, now you can't be worth 20 if I'm paying this dude 17 and this dude has a college degree or this dude has experience. Well, maybe that guy's not valuing himself enough. That's GameStop, guys. Why aren't you making $100 an hour? Why is everyone here not making $100 an hour? Are you not going to your employer saying, I'm worth that? No, that's not what you're doing. What you need to do is you need to go to your employer and say, am I capable of making this dollar amount at this company? And if so, what do we need to do to get me there? Because this is what I'm worth. Well, wait a minute, none of us make that much. Well, then that's the problem. Tell me how I get there. Because when I go to Ryan Cohen and I go to my investment and I go to GameStop and I say, okay, Ryan, I'm going to buy 10,000 shares and I'm going to buy them for $20 a piece, but I want this thing to get to the S&P 500. What do I need to get there? You think Ryan's not going to himself saying, do you think Ryan's buying shares at $22, $23 to say, I want to get it to 30. I want to make $7 a share. No. You're capping yourself. People do this all the time. It's what's acceptable. Society has put in all these limits on you. You don't need it. Walk in, get what you're worth. What are you worth? Maybe it's a bigger number. Maybe it's bigger. You know what it is? It's starting at the end. Start at the end. Say, you know what? I want to make $100 an hour. Okay, how do I get there? And they go, well, we could get you there if you're going to be 100% commission. You got to make this much sales. You got to do this. Okay, no problem. Just give me something. Give me something to go off of. This is what's happened in this world that we live in right now. Wall Street has told you that these other companies have been given an amazing amount of equity, of return, of multiple, and they're disconnected from reality, right? Palantir, NVIDIA, the volatility is ridiculous, and they run to the moon, and you're asking yourself why? Because everybody's accustomed to saying, well, that's what you're worth. Good. Remember that. Because I'm buying GameStop at 20 today, and I'm telling you what it's worth. To me, $200 a share. To me, $400 a share. To me, $1,000 a share. How do we get there? Are we not thinking big enough? Are we limiting ourselves? I mean, how many people come in here and tells me, I gotta get $40 a share out of this thing, man. And I'm out of here. Good. Those are the same dudes that work for somebody, for something, and they don't know how to value themselves. At some point, you got to run it yourself, guys. At some point, you will all be business owners. At some point, you will all manage your own finances, and I'll tell you how I know that. Because you're here today. This dollar amount, this value that is actual and factual cannot be disputed. Or it can be masked. It can be pushed to the side. This is not AMC. This is not Bed Bath & Beyond. This is not HYMC. This is not Big Lots. This is none of that distressed credit investing. None of that bullshit. This is not hopium. This is fundamentals. This is ridiculous. You're throwing up smoke signals. You're throwing up white flags, red flags, black flags. You're doing everything you can to tell the world GameStop is worth more than the $20.66 that it's currently trading at. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Let them. They're the ones on suicide watch. They're the ones who can't figure out where they're headed. All of Wall Street, every bank, every investor, every stock analyst. These guys are nervous. Do you see them all over the internet, all over the TV? They all want to give you value. Say it's stupid. You can't short these other companies. You can't destroy them. Oh, man, you can't. What do you mean? You think that's dumb? You think it's dumb to short Palantir at a $400 billion valuation? That's what you think. You think it's dumb to short or NVIDIA at $5.1 trillion market cap. It's now at 4.6. It's down $500 billion. Oh, no big deal, though. Nobody's getting fired over this? GameStop is the Epstein files of the financial system. Wow, Michael. It's a little dark there, bro. A little dark. I tell you everything for a reason. We're going to talk about Michael Burry, Dr. Michael Burry. What a birthday, huh? I don't know. This stream, I always find ways to try to educate as many people as I can into thinking differently. Because I'm in meetings all day and I hear people limit themselves and it kills me. You want to be a $1 billion company, you want to be a $1 trillion company, go do the work. Don't worry, the profits will come. Everything will come. You got to build Noah's Ark. Don't worry, the water's coming. Just build it. Don't ask for compensation. Don't ask for a raise. Don't. I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what happens if you're working for fair people and you're understanding your investment? See me, I'm working for fair people. I'm in it, and that's Ryan Cohen. I'm working for Ryan. Ryan has a company. He says, "You want to buy shares? Come away with me. Let's walk. Let's go, brick by brick. We're going to take our time. So we're going to get there." And all the while, I built my own company. I built my own system. I did something. You know what I did? I told the world, I said, 2 boats and a helicopter. I didn't have to. I don't have to do anything. I go to bed every night, not even care to tell you guys what the hell's really happening. Probably have more money. This shit costs me more money than what I'm making. Isn't that the truth? Last night, I got out of work. I was at a whole expo promo, thousands of people. My dogs are excited. I don't know what they're doing. And I get home, find out my little man, my nephew, hit the game-winning home run the night before, right? So I pull up. I said, "Get up in the truck, bro. We're going to get you Black Ops 7. And I tell my son, "Get up, we're going to go." So I take them both. I get them each their own copy. And when we get there, the line's around the building. Boom. All my old employees are out there, people I know. I told you guys the story. It was my cousin Dannon who passed away. I was a pallbearer. And his best friend was a pallbearer. And his best friend was there in line. And I didn't know what the hell they were doing. I thought they were there for Black Ops. Like, "No, we're spending the night, man. Pokemon tomorrow morning, coming out at 10 a.m. Blah, blah, blah. We're spending." And I was just like, what the hell? And we're talking. I'm talking GameStop, but I don't really put it out there like that. So I let everybody line talking. And I just made an announcement. I just looked at all of them. I go, you guys really support GameStop? You guys really out here shopping every day? And you guys are spending the night out here for this? And they go, "Yep." I said, "That's so awesome, dude. You know what? I got you." And I walked in and I bought 100 penny sleeves, a pack of penny sleeves for every single person in line. That was like $40. So I walk out and I hand off pack to everybody. And they're like, looking at me like, "Thanks, bro. Penny sleeves is cool. For a card collector, someone who's about to rip, You got penny sleeves for free. And I go like this. I go boom, 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 boom. And I told them all. I said, I just want to thank you guys for supporting GameStop, and thanks for everything, man. My kids are gonna remember this night. You're gonna remember this night because I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna come back with some Pokemon cards for you guys. So those of you that don't get hits from the boxes you buy, the packs you buy, I got you covered. And I came back and I unloaded some hits. Now I didn't give away the card that I have for AJ. I am sending this off to AJ sometime in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully he gets it by Christmas. I'm also giving this one away to AJ. AJ's our number one fan on the show. So AJ collects PSA 8 cards, not by choice. And then this. So the value is $250, $400, $300 out of these cards right here. One worth a whole lot more than the other one, but that's how it's going. So got them those cards. I got AJ those cards. I still have my cards up here, the ones I'm collecting. I do have the Tony Romo autograph still, but it's not up there. But these are my babies right here. This is the GameStop exclusive, and this is my Gold Star Umbreon PSA 10. I call it my Binks card, in memory of my cat Binks. So those are my babies, and we're not letting those go. But went back there, handed out stuff, and I thanked them all for shopping at GameStop. And you know what? Maybe they remember me. Maybe remember the moment where they all got free stuff for hanging out. And maybe that's why they'll always go back to GameStop. I don't know. I just know that I'm always going to try. I'm always going to try to do the right thing that I've always wanted to do. I don't have to be a millionaire to do it. I don't have to be, Mr. Beast or whomever. I'm just a small corner of the internet handing out free shit on my birthday. That type style. So I'll support GameStop, and I'll support the creators of GameStop and the investors of this investment. But I will tell you that one day we're all going to sit there and we're all going to look at each other and go, yep, $10 was a steal. Yep, $20 was amazing. Because it took SoftBank 7 years? 7 years to find out that they could have made $210 billion instead of 5. That's investing. Play it safe, play it out, guys. I've got a whole birthday night to go with. I know we would talk more. I wish I could stay here longer, but I want to get to the wife at a decent hour. I will also show you this before I leave. We got more. I will talk about Michael Burry while we're there. Michael Burry took out some short positions. Oh, we could do this. I can do this with you guys. I don't have a problem doing it. Okay, let's go to sectors. Let's go down the line. So right here, this is going to be the S&P 500 equal weight. So according to equal weight, the way I see it, and the way I see it playing out, this is the quarterly. I don't want to go to quarterly. Let's go to weekly. So on the weekly itself, guys, this is Trump tariff talk right here. Trump tariff talk scared it all the way down to the 200 moving average on that. And then you're bouncing right back up to the high. So hit the roof, came down, retest, come down. If it falls through and it gets down to 178, we got some real problems there. It does not matter about the Mag 7 or the Batman stocks. It's not going to hold this up. Same thing. All these look the same, right? So tech looks the same. This is healthcare looks the same. Let's see. Energy looks the same. It's pretty troubling because that means all sectors are carried and by these ETFs that contain everything. I have yet to see one that's off the trend. I'm still looking. Look at this. It's still all in the trend. And then I'll go here, top 20, same thing. I mean, they really don't even have a dip too much, but yeah, it's still the same. Let's see what we have here. This is the only one. It doesn't look like the other ones. Huh. A TIPS ETF. I don't know which one that one is. I got to go check it out. SPIP. I'd have to check that one out again. I'm sure I can look it up later. I'm just busy. So there's that one. I got 30 of these damn ETFs I track. So it's a lot. Looks the same. It's fine. I'm looking for one that doesn't. So this one doesn't look like it. So I got to go check that one out. Okay, cool. So fine. Same. That's gold. Oh, my God. Real estate. There we go. So I believe this is real estate. Yeah. So real estate, it does not look like the rest. It actually has a little bit of loopholes in there. And it should because I know that it's tied to rates. That's fine. Rates have been terrible. There's one that doesn't look like us. Healthcare. Okay, cool. Staple sector doesn't look like us. Consumer staples? Nope. Not looking good. Can tell you that. Fake. Fake. Almost topped out. Fake, but still fake. Sector rotation ETF? Yep, fake. Fake. No. Falling down. Utilities? Utilities is a little different. Wow. Look at that. Totally different. Materials. Materials not looking good. We have a double top. It's not looking good. Tech sector, we know what it is. It's a fake. Real estate, same thing, sideways. We'll find out soon. Financials lying to the whole world. That's how I feel. Some people came out here in energy. That's fine. Okay, cool. So we looked at that. Don't really care. Bitcoin. Let's go look at Bitcoin. So, yes, GameStop has the ability to buy some Bitcoin at these levels. I know that it was said that MicroStrategies was selling. Then some people try to tell me they're just moving it. I don't know what the hell that means. But right now you're retesting and maybe you find some support here at 90, but that's where you're at. And if it fell down here to 82, GameStop's going to show a loss in the Bitcoin column. But this is why Ryan Cohen's so, intelligent. He didn't leverage GameStop sheet to tie to Bitcoin. That would be irresponsible. And I'm happy that he didn't do it. And that's my leader. That's my guy. So let's talk about the Mag 7 and then some of the other ones that are not in the Mag 7. First, let's go to Tesla. So Tesla did what I showed you guys what they had. They had a triangle, okay? I want to show it to you right here. They had a Dorito, a bullish pennant with a breakout. So they actually had the breakout that we've been talking about would happen if you were like traditional. If you're looking at traditional stocks, traditional movement, boom, breakout all the way through. That's where you would capture some, to break out from the bottom down here, 330-ish, go up $100 a share, $120 a share, all the way to 470. That's a phenomenal run. But the truth is, these are two tops, 488, and then back up here to the 467, 470 range, then just to fall right back down to the 300s and or 4 flat. I think this is not going to be good for Tesla. It looks like this is a double top, basically, and then it falls back down. Or this is going to be a bigger pennant, and I'll get rid of this one. Oh, by the way, the pennant worked out, huh? Isn't that crazy? Pennant worked out. We've seen that so many times, haven't we? Now here's the weekly. If we look at the weekly here, I'll stretch it out like that. So you don't have a top anywhere here. If you actually look at this, okay, I want to show you guys something. If you are looking at drawing trend lines, this is your top trend line of all of Tesla, all the way down. You saw it get pushed down. Okay, guys? Get pushed down. You found support here. As you found the support, you now have this pennant that broke out. The breakout is one thing. Then to find support on that same line, which it did, that ended up being its support. But now we have a new pennant breakout. Now, I'm not going to count the whole top of this tick, but I will show you that it looks like they're going to be in this channel all the way through. That's a channel right there, and this bottom half. So where does it go from here? Lord only knows. That's what I can tell you. Lord only knows. But let's see it play out within this whole wedge here all the way to the top. We'll find out. But this triangle actually worked out. But this is the weekly right here. You're looking at the weekly. But isn't that awesome that wedges work, Doritos work for a lot of people, a lot of stocks, Doritos work. Doesn't work for one that I know of called GameStop, but we'll leave it there. NVIDIA, this is the market. Doesn't it look just like the market? I thought so. So that's what happened with NVIDIA. You're looking at it from the weekly on the daily standpoint. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I'll leave it alone. Until earnings comes out. I believe they have earnings next week. They're going to be rock stars on their earnings. Of course, they're front-loading numbers. Everyone's claiming demand. I'll see it when it happens. Apple, shout out to Apple, doing their thing. I don't know if that's a cup. We'll find a handle. Still value everywhere you look on Apple. I mean, the stocks must be doing amazing. Amazon. You know what I love about this? It peaks out at 258. Just so we're clear, right back down to a $20 loss, 22. Like people talk about volatility on all these companies. All these guys are ridiculous. To be down $20 a share, $23 a share, they got 10 billion shares. They're down $250 billion in market cap. No, it's just the market. No, it feels like it's pumping. Like things pump blood out of each other. Like this was a head and shoulders before. Massive breakout to the top. Google should be winning. They do run my channel. They do own me. So there you go. Shout out to them. But look at this. Doesn't look the same. Meta, not. Meta falling all the way down almost $200 a share, guys. I know. It's a weekly number. The daily, $200 a share. From $7.95 all the way down to $6.09. That's a problem. $6.01 today. That's a problem. Be down $200 a share. Yeah, that's $40 billion. Or I'm so sorry, $400 billion in market cap from just August to now. Be down 400 billion? Not a problem, I guess. I guess that people are normal to this. Like they're used to this. Double top, right? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's a cup, but then a rejection. So it's not necessarily a handle. It's hanging on for dear life, but now it's battling the 50-day. It's battling that 50-day moving average. That's the support now. We have some real problems here on Microsoft, but maybe the word is out. Maybe these guys are finally figuring out that to go ahead and lose $200 billion in market cap, people should be talking. Maybe this is the recession we've been talking about, or the downturn that's not happening, that everyone wants to deny is happening. But you're down $20 a share on the Russell 2000. You're looking at the SPY that touched 689 all the way down to 663 today. So, yeah, $50. That looks terrible. But, hey, we're not keeping on in with this trend. Maybe we finally hit the top. Who knows? I don't know. I don't pretend to know when it comes to the SPY because we never know. Costco, damn, I'm a good trader. I'm talking to you. I'm a damn good trader when it comes to making the right decision. Then now we're trending down, and we'll find out if it's going to hold up and break out from here because it's either going to break up or it's going to break down, right? With this recession coming, with this announcements coming, could break down. But I'm happy to sell. I'm happy to see where it was. Current PE ratio is 50. GameStop's half of that, by the way. Netflix, too. Netflix was all the way at 1,300, 1,344, 1,341, all the way down to 11. Not looking good, 1,100. Be down $350, $250 a share, and they have 500 million shares. So you're not looking healthy when you lose $125 billion worth of market cap. Palantir, same thing. Touch 207, down $35 a share, $40 a share, somewhere in that range. And they have plenty of float to go around, so they're down $80 billion in market cap, and they should be because they're absolute trash. So that's a rundown of the actual ticker itself, of all these tickers out there. For me, I just love GameStop. I only buy GameStop. For GameStop to, I think people are too tied in with the movement, daily movement and the action of it. Let me show you guys something, okay? And I'll show it to you right now on the screen. This is GameStop's chart on the monthly. So on the monthly, we're still holding these lines, and you see it. But if you go to the quarterly, because we look at this thing by the year, you're not really losing much. On the quarter itself, we're still here. We're still running through these times of these Doritos, but the support's still there, and you're still seeing this uptick that I predict that we'll have this breakout here, and it will be violent. I think it'll be violent because the more we buy at these levels, the more violent we are going to be. Now, I know Trump had a meeting 2 nights ago. All the finance leaders in the world were there. He had everybody in that room. All the private equity was there. So, do I think they're anticipating a recession? Do I think they're setting up for it? I don't think that Donald Trump would have any type of meeting with the financial elite unless he was preparing for something and to navigate it that way. It's just my own opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. As I've told you, I'm fallible. It happens. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to be unprepared this time. I'm 43 now. I've connected a lot of dots. Give me some time, millionaires. In time, my freedom and my timeline will open up, and we will have a different relationship. I know it's been a rough month. I know for 2 months there, 3 months, I was a freedom fighter. I was so free with everything. But as I told you before, opportunities come in front of you that your family is going to bank on. I know I'm going to bank on it. And it's going to be that great because I'm going to ride this. I'm going to ride this moment into the sunset. I know what GameStop is. then I know what it's not. It's not $20 a share. And they can tag it that way all they want. I'm letting you know right now. Be thankful. Wife said dinner's ready. Before I go, shout out to my wife, Tara. Love you. Work sucks for her lately. God provides, so we ask for prayers. She gets a call back for a new gig soon. Marantz, have a drink on me. Be safe tonight. Enjoy your birthday. Anthony, I will enjoy my birthday, but take care of yous and yours. You know, before you guys ever send me a super chat, just realize I don't need them. I just don't. I'm going to be okay. Life's going to figure out a way. But I want you guys to do everything within your means to take care of your families. Okay? The Marantz School of Finance rocks. Well, thank you so much. 1 out of 2, Michaels. Yeah, there's 1 out of 2. Thank you. I didn't get a chance to read the other chats. I know. There's not too much. You guys are fine. A lot of you guys know the show. A lot of you guys do everything. I just want to say thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for all the support of the channel. I'm never be unthankful for it. I just want to tell you guys that these facts are true. We're true. We're GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'm going to go enjoy my evening, millionaires. I'm going to enjoy this price on Monday, too. I'll see you around. Peace. I'll play music for myself and I'll enjoy, but I got you. I got you silly little kids. I mean, I'm trying to relax, bros. But enough nerds coming to the chat. Let me turn off the music for a second. So, the first dude comes in, says, message me, named Michael. Message me. Tell me what I should do with my investment. Michael, sounds like you're looking for financial advice. And I really don't care to give it to you. If you can't figure out what to do with your investment, you shouldn't be investing. Coming to the internet and asking strangers what you should do with your investment, it's quite laughable, to be honest. Right? Not to say that I'm not, or that I'm dishonest at any other time that I talk to you kids. I'm just letting you know, it's laughable. But we'll go back to the dumb shit that was just said right now. Doesn't GameStop's debt say $4 billion on the balance sheet? Let me know the last time. I'll be here all week. Don't worry, because I got my videos on the internet. They're everywhere. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. I don't know if it's the first time I heard the channel. Chimp to silverback, idiot. What does that even mean? What does the name mean? I'm just curious. Chimp to silverback. Who are you? You're nobody? Cool. Is everyone here holding their GameStop despite continuous loss of money? What loss? What are you talking about? Do you not know how to invest? Are you a day trader? Is that who you are? Like, do you go and go cheer for your favorite football team, and then your running back has like a loss of yards on a rush, and I don't know why we pay this guy millions of dollars, and he fumbles the ball, and he doesn't score every time he touches it. But he gets a little bit of gains, Maybe he's a productive guy, little. You add up all those yards, maybe you got $100 day. Not these fuckers. These kids on the internet today, these guys, brain dead investors. Michael Mendrin. You know what, guys? I'm going to play your game with you tonight because I like getting pissed off when I'm just playing League of Legends, listening to music, not really looking for any fights out here. I'm dying for it. Yeah, I've been thirsty for it. I've been fiending for it. I haven't had a meltdowner coming to the chat in months. They're all scared to walk on eggshells around me, tiptoeing, because fundamentals beats your ass, right? Because $20 a share cash sure as hell beats the market cap right now. I know, fundamentally, one of the best investments this side of the Mississippi. So let's see what you guys got. I mean, I'm in the Discord. I'm about to pin it to you. Let's see. Don't worry. Let's go back. Paste it. Boom. There we go. Click the link. Tell me what you think. There you go. Discord's there. Come on in. Show me what you got. Someone actually talking back to me. So your advice is to just relax and hold. No, I don't have any advice. I don't have any advice for you. None. My advice for you, watch a different YouTuber. You're gross. You're disgusting. Asking me for financial advice. Who cares what you do with your shares? Nobody. You could sell them all tomorrow. I wouldn't give a shit. I lose zero sleep over you. I think you're all disgusting. You narrative guys. You negative narrative guys. Right? All the AI tech companies down. Nah, tell me about it. No, hey, I'm here. I'm the AI tech company. I'm the real one. I'm here to talk to you. So I'm waiting for these guys to click on the link so I can tell them what I think. Are they coming into the chat and channel? I'm just curious. They thought it all the way through. Why does GameStop say this and say that? Oh, here we go. Let's see who we got. First up, Don da 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 da. What's up, Don da 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 da? No? You didn't want the smoke? Okay, good. Tail. Tuck between the legs. Running. Who else? I'm live. I'm lit. I'm ready to go. I'm waiting on you guys. So by the way, I would encourage anyone to quote me the last time I said GameStop doesn't have any debt. Let me know when I said that, or if I ever say it. For you to come out and say, well, don't they have $4 billion debt? Yeah, they have $4 billion debt. And you know what I said to it? I said it was at 0% coupon. I said that even tonight. It doesn't matter their debt. They borrowed money, almost $4.5 billion worth, a little over $4.5 billion. And at what valuation? Valuation of $30 a share at 0%. I think it's the best deal going. I mean, correct me if I'm right. Wrong. I don't think that's going to happen today. You know. To have debt, I mean, does it mean anything if there's no cash deployed? So debt on balance sheet means nothing. Wasn't trying to trigger anything. No, I don't know what you're trying to do. How about this? The link's there. Click on the Discord. Come speak for a living. That would need to be subtracted to get your cash per share value. No, it would not need to. It would not need to. That's the whole... God, dude, I'm dealing with fucking idiots, man. I'm dealing with idiots. Do you hear me talk? Do you hear me talk? I said cash per share. Not net cash. Cash per share. If I were to say, oh, GameStop net cash position is this, then you could say, you know, Rance, you said it wrong. You're wrong. I didn't say it wrong. Cash per share is over $20 per share. Is that not correct? $9.2 billion divided by the 447. I'll let you do the simple math. It's just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous that you kids would still walk around on the internet like this. Like, honestly, it's disgusting. But, you know, can't fix stupid, I guess. Like, the arguments you have are not even arguments of your own. It's like you got somebody else to do your talking points for you, and I got an idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this. Not that any of it mattered. But I'm used to you guys by now. I didn't mean to trigger you. No, you didn't trigger me, dude. I'm not even triggered. What I am is I'm excited that I get people in here to doubt the investment itself. Marantz will be a multimillionaire before 50. Yeah, oh, of course. So let's go back to what this jackass is saying. Cash per share is $20 a share. Let me know if I said it wrong. What's up, Dr. Boom? Doom? What's up, Doom?
How's it going?
I'm killing it, bro. Got to deal with these idiots.
I got in late here. I just started watching your live stream.
You didn't miss much, bro.
Well, I'm gonna finish watching it, but I seen you had your Discord up, and I
You know,
always want
I
to come in
love it.
and say I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
You're a very good man.
Yeah, I just, I'm loving life these days. Everybody left the chat already because they all thought I was going to leave, right? They're like, oh, he's taking off. I start playing some tunes. I start hanging out. Then I got this
Well,
dumbass in the chat. He's like, oh, man. Don't you
well,
know?
I'll listen to your tunes here at the end. I just
Uh,
jumped in and I see you were live streaming.
yeah,
So,
you're good. You just stay right there. You been drinking tonight?
well, a little
Huh.
bit.
Yeah, well, I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell you. You're ready. You're ready
You're
for
a
a
good
good
man,
time.
boy.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You have the.
I,
Sorry, forgive me. So, what were you
no, you're
saying?
good. I haven't even started drinking yet.
Well, no. Well, when you do, you do. I guess.
Yeah, I'm about to. It's my birthday. I'm going to do it.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you,
Today's your
sir.
birthday.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Today's the day the old
Well, I
man let
hope
me
you have
come
a
out.
good day.
Let me come out and see the world. I had about 4 minutes of happiness. Left my brother in there and I came out on my own. This guy says, heard GameStop is at 100% utilization. Not sure if that means anything. Probably nothing. Ken, probably nothing. Utilization. I hate these nerd talking points, bros. It's so dumb. Ugh, it's gross. You hear it and then you just go, oh God. People are back talking nonsense again. Like 100%. What does that even mean? There's nothing behind what that means. It's just stupid. Ugh. By the way, I heard Elvis is still alive. Is that a possibility? No? Cool. Nah, growing up, they used to tell me, they were like, JFK never got killed, never was assassinated. I go, I saw his brains on the side of the street there. No, it's not real. Okay. I believe you. Let me check that back out again. Yeah, I don't know. I think
Well, Morant, I just a few hours ago I checked on the Bitcoin.
how'd that go?
Well, not Bitcoin, but it was like down to like 98,000.
Oh, the coin that bits? 98,000. It's down. It's below that.
Is it? Yeah, I
Uh,
haven't checked in a couple hours, but when it's like it's
It was
dropping
like at 92
fast.
last I checked. Where is it at now?
No,
96.
are you
Oh,
serious? 92. Let me have a look
it's at
here.
96.
Really?
96. It touched 94. My bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
So, like, what's going on there? Why?
Well, what's going on? It's scary, huh? Maybe people.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. I never buy Bitcoin.
I mean, maybe somebody met with Donald Trump, the other night, and said, "Hey, I think we should, do something about this." Who knows? I don't know what to believe these days. These guys are all
Oh, I agree with
criminals.
you. I
Criminals on
agree. I
Wall Street,
don't know
everywhere.
what to believe either.
I don't trust these guys, man. Tell me I can be anything I want to be when I grow up. Lies. I had guys on the internet attacking me, telling me I'm wrong. All bullshit.
Well, you've been right. That's the thing.
Oh,
Like I've done my due diligence, and
I was right. Holy shit.
what I like about you is you can spit the facts,
Uh-huh.
and all we have to do as an individual is
Mm-hmm.
go and prove or disprove you.
Oh, I've been waiting for
And I
that.
can't disprove you.
I've been
Right?
waiting like 5 years. It comes off as cocky and arrogant. Did you know that?
No. Well, not to
Yeah.
me, but maybe to some. But
Nah, I
no,
got
not
these
to
kids. I
me.
got these kids in my chat. Hey, bro. Hey, man, it's not cool, man. We talk about that. It's not cool, man. Excuse me? McFly.
Fly.
Bunch of nerds, bro. Yeah, no,
like
it's
that,
absolutely
McFly.
wild times out here. These guys trying to talk to me about bullshit. I'll let them talk though. It's fine. I ain't got nothing to do tonight. I'm a boring birthday guy. I don't have nothing to do. I think the wife's making me some soup, some ceviche. Actually, she's making some really good food. You know what ceviche is?
I don't know.
You don't know what ceviche is? Oh man. So let me describe it for you, okay? We can start out with anything. Let's start with tomato. So they chop up a tomato, right? And everything's in a small very chopped pieces. So tomato first. Then you get some cilantro. Cilantro. You chop that up. Dice it up. Dice. Then you get an onion. You dice up the onion. Then you get a jalapeno, a serrano chili. I like serranos. You chop them bad boys up. Dice them small, little pieces. Then you're going to get, you get some shrimp. You're going to dice up some shrimp. All fresh, all cold. This is all good stuff here. Then you get the tapatio. I don't know if you know what tapatio is. You're going to get your tapatio, not to be confused with anyone else. Then you get your tapatio and you start pumping in that bad boy. And then you get this clamato juice. And then you mix that in there. Pour that in that bitch. Oh, man. Now we got some real problems. And then, after it's all done, and you wipe your brow, you're about to sweat, bro. Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't know if anybody knows. Oh, you got to get lemon, too. You got to get lemon. Just go crazy with the lemons. Oh. Biff is the closest analogy. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Happy birthday, Morantz. Love you, brother. You do God's work. You're amazing. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Burton. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Menti with the $50 super chat for the birthday. Thank you. Ceviche is fish cooked with lemon. Whatever you want to call it, bro. Ain't nothing cooked, bro. I don't know. Even the fish. Oh, God, everything's good. I do it all.
Morantz, I hate to bring this shit up.
No, go for it. I'm here.
No, well,
But you're going to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not investing into GameStop for anything other than I do believe in the company.
Cool.
But is there a squeeze that could possibly happen?
What do you mean?
Short squeeze. Is that an actual thing, or is it a bullshit thing?
Well,
I just invest because
you're a smart
for
guy.
the company, for the fact that they are making
you invest because you're a smart guy.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, you invest because you're a smart guy. So let me be smart with you for a minute, okay? As of today, the short volume on GameStop at the current price is around 66 million shares, which represents about 15 to 16% of the float. To be short any amount on GameStop stock is career suicide. So, is there a squeeze? There's always a squeeze. And that's in every stock. Every stock, believe it or not, I don't know if people believe this part, but every stock in the world is short. Every stock is 100% owned, and every stock is short. Now, to what degree? You find out. But anyone shorting GameStop at the reported short position today, the reported short was 60 plus million shares, and we currently have a $20.66 price tag. There's a reason why people can't short this stock into oblivion anymore. There's a reason why you can't get it down to 15. Try Wall Street. Can't get it down to 10. It's called insulation. We've layered ourselves with offering after offering. It's not a dilutive thing. When you look at GameStop today, just so that we're clear, it's the market cap's 9.2 billion. So let's go 9.2 billion. Okay, I'll go 9.2. I'll be fair for everybody. So GameStop to be at $9.2 billion. And you're going to divide that by 66 million shares. Okay. I want to tell you how far off you're not. On the 66 million shares, the stock price is $140 per share. Okay. So before the movement of GameStop to the rocket and to the moon and beyond, where it went all the way up to, if you remember the day of, and I'll go pull up the chart for everyone out there who doesn't know. We'll pull it up right now. I got the weekly chart, which is cool. And I got the daily chart. There's the daily chart. There's the bad boy. I'll pull it up on the screen right now. Just give me a second, guys. I'm prepping it for you. Okay. So I want to show you something. The stock, just so that we're clear, that was 140 flat. Comes out to 34 and some change today. Okay. But because we dilute, we put out more than what's given from time to time. I'm doing something really quick. I'm playing TFT while I talk to you. So let me show you. So here's the market right here. And as you look up these charts, you'll find out that GameStop on any given day, if I get rid of that and I take that off, was $39.80 the day before it went up to the moon. The next day, it had come down to in the range of $37. Let's see, $37.50 was the high, closed out at $37. So this is equivalent right now where we're at is the equivalent of then $37 change. And the reason why it looks the way it does because we've diluted our float. We've really insulated ourselves to be sitting at, and I didn't want to do that. I moved the bottom, but it's fine. But to be sitting at $20 and some change, believe it or not, $20 is no different than 34 from previous. But people don't know that. People don't know what it meant to be a $34 stock with that type of market cap. 9 billion market cap is not small. It's just not. It's not real compared to what we are today, and we know that. So we tell people, we say things like, "This is not the real value. We're worth more than this." People say, "Oh, you're a liar. You don't know what you're worth. You know, you're not that high." Yeah, we are. We're that high. We're even higher. But this is the bottom of it all. So to be buying shares right now is pretty amazing in my mind at $20. But I know that the value of GameStop's well beyond this. So you're going to look at a company soon that will be trading at $40 a share, and it's going to blow people's minds, and it shouldn't because it's not even that far. $40 is not far from where we're at today. $40, just so that we're fair, guys, $18 billion market cap. That's not a far stretch for a company that's sitting on $10 billion worth of assets. No, we're getting like 1.8 times our NAV, net asset value. Maybe you guys don't know what that means, but net asset value is your assets minus your liabilities. In this case, people like to minus the debt that you see, that $4 billion that's not due. What if I told you that my NAV is actually, zero on debt because that money's not due anytime soon for 5 to 7 years? So I get to operate at a NAV of zero or a NAV of 1.8, whatever it may be, and or above it. So I know how to look at this company. It's the same way I looked at it 4 years ago, 3 years ago, when people told me I was wrong when I said they're profitable. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong because I knew they were profitable. And I knew they were sandbagging numbers. I knew they were hiding their expenses in their SG&A. I said it to you 4 years ago. I got guys out here trying to dissect, the history books and trying to tell you what happened. I was like, dude, we talked about that already. Like, stop copying the content that we did 4 years ago. You're not reinventing the wheel. We're telling you where we're at today. That's why I don't have to look at it every day and go, okay, here's where we're coming in at for the quarter. Let me make a guesstimation. Doesn't matter anymore. I used to try to guess all the earnings. I used to try to do all that because I knew there was manipulation within the number, and I was trying to show people that I could dissect it, and we did that. I would find it in the the 10Qs and 10Ks. So I'm proud. I'm proud, and I'm happy that I'm in the best investment that no one really wants to do the due diligence on, or that cares to even really see the breakdown because they're afraid to be wrong for a minute. You know, my most spouses are the best stock pickers. You know, like your wife is the best stock picker of all time because your wife will say things like, you know, I believe in you, or you're going to be awesome when you get older, and I know we're going to be great parents. And you know who's the worst stock pickers? Guys like Tony De Niro, guys like Jeremy. And I'm going to tell you why they're the worst stock pickers. Because they wait for data to give them the answer. They try to dissect something that has to show them a promise before they put their name on it or their words on it. They're afraid to be wrong. Tony De Niro walks around saying he has a gaydar. Oh, I've got a gaydar. I can tell if you're gay or not. Okay, Tony. You think that really works? You want to impress me, Tony? Use your gaydar on babies. Impress me there, because that's what GameStop is. GameStop is guessing what something's going to be. I know it's a ridiculous way to look at it. It's pretty radical. I don't care. I don't care one bit. I'm telling you where I stand. I stand with truth, and I stand with breaking it down layer for layer. And for me, it's GameStop without you telling me that it is. It's game, and I said that years ago. So 4-to-1 split. Can we say $80 a share? No. I don't know what you mean. I'll have to read all this right now. Shrimp ceviche is better than fish. It all depends on where you're eating it at, and if you really believe that. I mean, that's on you. Sometimes I know where to get some great fish ceviche, so you might have me say that. I won't co-sign on that one, brother. But I'm around. Anyway, it's been fun on my birthday. Morantz is trying to trigger some liberals. Hey, Sergio, it's the funniest thing that came to my mind at the moment. It was awesome. It was awesome, baby. You know, somebody tried to ask me a long time ago this. I was in a this is true story that nobody knows that I've never said, okay? I was thank you, Eddie. I was in a I got called in by Costco. Costco came to me and was like, "Hey man, we got to talk about your channel." And I was like, "Yeah, what's going on?" You know, it's my channel. What's up? What do you want to talk about? They go, we got a couple of clips here that were sent in to us, and we want to talk about the context. And I was like, you're going to take it out of context if we're going to talk about it here. You know, I'm just like, whatever, right? And I didn't care. At this point, I was already checking out in my brain. I'm just like, these fools are stupid. And he goes, you made a comment that that is not very, you know, I don't know how to put it. It's a lawyer talk, right? Talking to me. And he goes, you said you watch me like you watch the Teletubbies. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, on mute with the light. He said, on mute with your pants down or something. It was hilarious. Hold on. What's up, babe? Oh, that's the dog. He said, on mute with your pants down. And then he said the whole phrase.
Like, you there?
Yeah. What's up?
Can I just want to ask why Dr. Michael Burry, what? I didn't watch your video or your live stream today. I'll get through it, but why did somebody said he closed his hedge fund?
Yeah. Yeah, he closed his hedge fund.
So, what does that mean? Like, for a dumb guy like me, what does that mean? Like, so he closed it, but he's shorting Palantir.
No, that's on his own personal. You know, if he took his own personal position and posted it, that's one thing. He hasn't been known to post his positions to the public that often. That's why I said, I don't know if you got my message, my video from the other day, like 2 days ago, a day ago. I said he's doing things out of character, and it seems like he's trying to trigger. You know, a short, but it's like in the way that shorts do it, where they go to the public and try to manipulate the public into, you know, understanding why they're shorting. You don't need to make an announcement that you're shorting something. You just don't have to do it that way. But he's doing it anyway. You know, he's doing it in spite of. So it's baffling. But to close out his position,
right?
What happened?
You think he's right? Like the fact that he's shorting those companies?
I mean, when has he been wrong?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea
Like you
who
would
this
think,
guy
like you would
is.
ask yourself, are you smarter than him? Probably not, right?
No, I'm an idiot. I'm not
No, I
smart
mean,
at
but
all. Like when it
he
comes to
studies this, and
stocks and everything.
and I had to hear Chamath and some other people come out and say it today, like Michael, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He can't do it. But it's like you're supposed to come out and say all that. Certainly, if that's your long, right? Not their personal long, but the short seller's long. So the deal with Michael Burry, Dr. Michael Burry, he doesn't go with the market. Okay. So it looks like he'll say, you know what? I think this market's only worth this, and he's going to go with that. And that's been what he did in the past, where he broke Wall Street, essentially. And they had this idea that they were right, and they were. But right now, he's going up against private equity, and they have a short. He's going against their long collateral. That's going to piss people off. That's going to tell people this guy's wrong. And anyway, I was saying a good Costco story before you did that, but it's cool. I don't mind. So Michael Burry shuts down his fund. No, it's cool. Michael Burry shuts down his fund because more than likely his investors didn't want to carry positions that he's carrying. So chances are he has general partners and he has, well, he's the general partner, but he has LPs, limited partners, and maybe they're short on a different fund, or maybe they have friends in high places. But if you can't carry the short position past this moment, I mean, that just means how could you not short Nvidia and Palantir at these levels? Me personally, I mean, you can tell me how great a company is. I don't care how great it is. Look at the value. The value is crazy. If you bought Nvidia at $5 trillion market cap, you deserve everything that happens to you. Because when are you going to get back a 30% return? They don't have the earnings to show it. There's not enough GDP growth in the world to show it. You're dealing with fire. You're dealing with headwinds from China. You're dealing with geopolitical investments. It's just too much. It's too much of the reliance of what you're up against. But, you could tell this to people. They're not going to listen. Not at all. They don't listen for shit. So I deal with guys in the chat right now that aren't listening. So it is what it is on that end. But yeah, you shouldn't worry about why they shut down a fund. What you should do is see, why would you want to do it differently? That's just me. Why would you want to do it differently? Why would you want to invest in a GameStop rather than invest into what he's doing? Because one, this is what I really think. I think he's going for the bigger fish. He's going for the biggest one to show a profit now. Because it's the whole idea of being right. This is what I was trying to get to earlier. It was like, I'm right now. That's it. You guys understand? Like, if you're a GameStop investor, if you're us, you've been wrong for 4.5 years. You're wrong until you're right. And then everybody said, overnight success. He knew it all along. He's the greatest investor of all time. He held this long. People can't hold more than 2 years. They can't hold more than a year. They need profits. They need to live. They need to live this life they're living. That's why all these funds that are invested, it's not people, guys. Short positions are not people. Short positions are institutions. And those institutions are strapped. Any retirement fund out there that needs their money back, they're asking, how do I get it back? You're not going to get it back? And they better find another investment to find, and just leapfrog into the next one, because it's bad out here. But you tell that to people and they think you're a liar. They think you're wrong. Okay, well then.
Can I ask you another question, Moran?
Sure.
So the $9.2 billion.
Yeah.
What happens if they don't deploy it? Like
The cash?
what the cat? Yeah. So like, what happens if the people who give them that money want it back?
Well, they can't get it back. That's not the agreement. GameStop never has to give back the cash.
So then okay. No. So then, well, you'll have to explain that to me. Sorry.
Sure, it's a bond. So a bond gives you, in this case, it's a convertible note. right? GameStop gave out convertible notes. They convert at a certain strike price. So those notes that GameStop gave out have a strike price of 30% above the note price, right? Whatever they gave. So when people say, hey, they gave up notes, it's $1,000 a note. And $1,000 worth of shares put it at $29, $28.85, $29.85. So when GameStop gets to that price, they could exercise. They could. And then get some shares for it. But GameStop took the cash, but GameStop has to give up shareholder equity, the actual shares themselves, increase the float. That's all GameStop has to do.
Sorry to interrupt. So they still have the cash, but they won't, like,
They give up shares.
they have to give that cash back in shares,
Yes.
not the actual cash.
No.
Or am I
Not cash at
wrong?
all. The cash is GameStop's. GameStop just has to give back shares. They could give back cash. Hey, let's just say the shares are, I don't know, $60 a pop. GameStop doesn't have to give them shit. We don't want to give them shares. We don't want to dilute our float at $60 a piece. Remember, these guys agreed at $30 a piece. So they would love for that to happen. They want shares at that point because then they can sell them the minute they get them back and they double their cash. Remember, if they gave up $4 billion, right? And it's at a $30 strike price, they're happy to do it. But when they take their little 93 million shares that they currently was, what was it, 140 some million? I don't even know. It was like 140 million shares. Whatever they take their position, they don't have to do anything. They just wait for the shares to come back to them. So GameStop's fine, and they're going to be fine with that debt that they borrowed. The debt that was borrowed, it will be paid back with equity. It'll be shareholder equity. It'll be the actual shares themselves. Dilute the float. Go for it. Do whatever you want. Won't matter. They insulated them, and it gave them a leg up. To have $10 billion cash from one, right? They had $1 billion. Now they have $10 billion. Like, people just don't even realize what that's worth. Like, it's worth everything, and you'd want that to happen for you. You're not going to give it up. It's just not going to happen the way people think it's going to happen. Like, they're going to come back.
One more question.
Yeah, they're going to be happy to be a partner with GameStop. That's what my point is to that.
Who, in your opinion, gave GameStop this cash?
Oh,
And you probably were asked this. I don't like. You know what
Not
I'm
a
saying though.
clue.
Like somebody gave them $9 billion.
yeah. Well, yeah. They raised some of that with ATM. They didn't give them $9 billion. They did an at-the-market offering, ATM. They raised $4 billion off of that. Then they got $4 billion on the convertible notes. Now they're raising another 1.9 with warrants. So there's a lot going on here with GameStop. But I don't know if you saw that, like, Michael Saylor tried to raise money to buy more Bitcoin with MicroStrategies, and then he couldn't even raise like $50 million. It was like really embarrassing. Like, how could you not raise $50 million with the share offering? GameStop just raised $4 billion back to back. That's amazing. So it's just things like that. If you really pay attention to where the value is on this market and how Wall Street's really giving GameStop value, then you know that this is an investment for you. It's a forever thing. I called it death. I said, death is going to separate me from this stock. And that's it. Nothing else. So, and I mean that till the day I drop. But I've been saying that for years.
Take
And,
care, brother.
Nobody believed me.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all your answers for every question I have.
Yeah.
You are a good man, and I'm going to keep investing in GameStop until the day I die.
There
Take
you
care.
go. I'm with you. Let's die together, brother. Peace. Yeah. So he asked a good question. He said, "Who do I think gave them the money?" I would tell you now, guys. They better hope it wasn't Volition Capital. They better hope that it wasn't Michael Day or a friend of Ryan Cohen. That's just, they better hope it's not a partner, man. Because if it were, and it wasn't, shorts or somebody trying to manipulate a number, then you're in really big trouble. Really big trouble. So, Because, I mean, that just swings into a partnership of a whole nother world. So if they're doing it off of leverage, if it's a Jedi play, I mean, just imagine if it's like a Jedi play, like the ultimate play that you never could think of. That would be crazy. Like, do you know what I mean by that? I mean, I could explain it. I could elaborate. Like, imagine if it's Ryan Cohen in a different entity or partnership, and he actually ends up with a bigger percentage of ownership, and he actually buys out a most amount that he could buy with this, this given play. This is why he put the shares in his name. This is why this and that. Like, it could be anything, like, beyond, imagination. But that's always fun to speculate. But I don't care. What's I got to do with Pokemon cards and PSA graded cards and all the things I care about? Doesn't? Okay, cool. Then I don't care. I'll just keep buying more cards. That's it. I'm simple. But I love it. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go enjoy my birthday. I'll see you guys around. Thanks again to the ones who showed up in the chat, the ones who actually want to talk it out. Some people claim they're about it, and then they're not. For those of you that are watching this on the rerun and think that we just got to work, no problem, Esau, I got you. For those, if you guys want to tell the chat or tell the channel that the show actually got started up again, that I didn't just sit here and play music, you can tell them. I don't care. I just, I find it funny sometimes when people go, "Hey man, that show actually lasted 3 hours. What were you doing?" Just doing me. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaire.